Hey everyone, welcome to my channel and today we'll be talking about backend development. What is backend development and what are the technologies involved? We will be discussing all of it today. We already discussed about front-end development in our previous video, so if you haven't watched it yet, go check it out. Link is in the description and I button above. And if you haven't already, then subscribe to my channel and press the bell icon so that you don't miss the latest updates. So let's get started. So what is backend? Let's take an example from my previous video where I referred HTML as skeleton, CSS as our visual appearance, and JS as the activities we perform. Similarly, we can compare the human brain to backend because as our brain stores and processes the information fed to it, similarly backend is the brain of web app as it does the storing and processing of data. To compare the front end and back end, let's take the example of iceberg. As you can see, only a small portion of the iceberg is visible from outside and can be referred to as the front end, which usually involves direct user interaction, whereas back end, which is also a major portion of iceberg, is hidden and is something that happens behind the scenes and can include things like database management and user authentication. So backend development refers to developing process that happens on the server and is not visible to end users like us. Moving on to the technologies involved, backend development usually has two components. First is a server-side programming language and second is a database. The server-side language is used to build an API, that is application program interface, that acts as a bridge for data flow between the database and the front end of the application. Some of the popular programming languages used for backend development are Node.js, Python, PHP, Java, C#. Moving on to the databases, its main purpose is to store, retrieve and update data that is inserted into it. Now there are two types of databases. First is a relational database in which SQL is well known, and second is a non-relational database in which MongoDB is well known. That's it everyone. I really hope that you enjoyed the video and found it informative. If you did, then do give it a big thumbs up, subscribe to my channel and let me know in the comment section if you have any topics that you want me to simplify for you. See you soon. Thank you. Bye bye.